Good evening. Do not attempt to adjust your radio.
Good afternoon, good evening, good day, happy morning. This video is off the tails or heels of me ranting and raving about Destin Conrad and their greatness. Outside of that, thank you for tuning in. Inside of that, welcome back. It's going to be a grab bag menagerie up in here. A lot of this and that and the other. Welcome. Enjoy. Someone abandoned their dog in the dog park over here, which is like, what? Yeah, your girl woke up at 5 a.m. and was in the gym by, before rather, 6 a.m. And I did that every day this week thus far. Am I doing it tomorrow? No, I'm not. 3 days a week is enough. I hope that you have a great day, a great week, a great wherever you are. And thank you for tuning in. And if you are now just tuning in, welcome back. Hi, my name is Jade. Nice to meet you. I'm on my way to class, so I'll talk to you later. I just got done listening to Destin Conrad's Whimsy. When I tell you it's it was so dynamic. Like, it's entitled Whimsy, an alternative jazz album presented by Mr. E. Now, if you haven't listened to his Love on Digital album, which I'll add that too, if you haven't listened to that either, I don't know what to tell you because you need to. Well, scratch that. I do know what to tell you. Go listen to Love on Digital. It was such a good summertime, and it came out in April. Doing it right. I'm not sure what Destin Conrad identifies as, but I also know that he is from, it's a gift that I remember when he came out, I was like, he looks so familiar. He looks so familiar. This is what you call being chronically online. I'm looking at him. I'm like, I like his music, but this ain't the first time I seen him because I've been listening to or have listened to and familiar with all of his albums. And he has 6, including Whimsy. Colorway is his debut album. And In the Air, wore that out. Bills, I wore that out. Like, honestly, the whole thing, I wore it out. That came out in 2021. And I say all that to say, when I was looking at him, I'm like, wait a minute. I know this person. I know this person. He is the gift. And I used to use it so much. The little boy not grab, but put his hand up to his face and then his hoodie fell off and it was like almost like a clutch my pearls, oh my situation. That's him. This him. If I could find the gift, I'm gonna add it so that way you could be like, oh my God. Apparently he was big on Vine. Vine is something that I skipped. The way everybody be in the comments talking about, let me know, and when I say comments, I'm talking about TikTok. Let me know I'm employed. I was very much employed, but it was the employment that required a security clearance, so I couldn't even use my phone. So it wasn't even like the issue was that I was employed. I legit could not get to my phone. And by the time Vine had its boom and everything, it was like, in my opinion, a little too late because I still was on Instagram and it was just fun watching them. Kind of like TikTok. It was literally kind of like TikTok except for shorter format. And I think he was big on Vine too, but again, I didn't have it, but I do know that that's where that gift came from. Anywho, long story long, came out with Whimsy on literally this week, August 28th. It came out on August 28th. And when I tell you, I don't know if I want, and I'm speaking kind of loud because I'm so impassioned. Like I'm really reeling off the fact that it's only 25 minutes, which was perfect. That was literally my drive from campus back home. And everything just seamlessly, the features. He's got James Fauntleroy on here. If you don't know James Fauntleroy, again, I don't know what to tell you except for do your research. Like, you have to do your research. He has ombre or ambre on here as well. Venetia Gold, I have not heard of them before, but they took boredom to a level where it began to be a conversation that I absolutely adored, appreciated, and it just spoke to some boredom. Excuse me, not boredom. She took boredom somewhere that it was just like, yeah, like even though they're just it became a conversation. um Everything on here, love with the, like everything on here. Terrence Martin is on here, Kenyon Harold is on here, um Aston Tur is on here. Like, round of applause. That was so, and I say that to say that from this is presented by Mr. E. I keep going all over the place because I cannot finish my thoughts because I'm just like, this is so good. So it says Whimsy, an alternative jazz album presented by Mr. E. Mr. E was on Love on Digital, which Love on Digital came out April 24th, 2025, which the album itself was great for summertime, and it just felt beachy, it felt poolside, it felt watery, and he had some pretty, not even pretty decent, but like awesome features on here. Serpent with Feet, Kailani, Tizo Touchdown, Kari, Lil Nas X. Like, it was, for me, I played this album from when it came out throughout the summer, and it's still in rotation to this day. And so Mr. E was the second song on Love on Digital. I wore it out. I'm talking about, I was hearing it in my head. I would just like, you see me red, you see me, like I was like sending, if I was recommending someone something new musically, I would send Mr. E and then preface it with the whole album's good. Mr. E is just a bop. It literally sounds like you're sitting in the back of a smoky club. It's dark. It's moody. Someone gets on stage and then they start to sing, and you're like caught up in the moment. And you're like, hold up, you talking about something out there? Okay, I need to know if this grabs you, and you're like, I need to know who this is. So, Mr. E was on Love on Digital, which brings Whimsy. Whimsy, an alternative jazz album presented by said Mr. E. Got it, got it. I was already on board. You know why? Because I fucks with Destin Conrad. That's why. But Mr. E was my favorite song off Love on Digital. So I was like, all right, I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen. I forgot about it for a couple days. And then on my way home, I was like, oh, wait. I got some albums saved. This was on Ice. It's only 11 songs, very short, very, very palatable listen. And by palatable, I mean, I wanted to feel something. I wasn't expecting to feel something, even though I knew that I would because I like Destin Conrad. I ended up feeling, leaving, listening to this album, I ended up feeling creative. I ended up feeling sparked. Like, from the Glory, a poem by Bay Davis, that was like, so the words swallow you. He said swallow something and then likened it to a prayer before you eat, because you have to swallow. Cut it out. Cut it on. Bring it here. Put it on my plate. Like, put it in my ears. Sonically, put it in my ears. Yeah, I like stuff like that. Make me feel something. Like, and not for nothing, Destin Conrad is from Florida. That I do know. So you repping the crib like me. Fucks with that. It's like you bring that. You put that essence, you know, when you want to, you know, pop my butt, pop my butt. You know, yeah, exactly. Anyways, everything from the rooter to the tutor was talk about no skips, no skips. Perfect. And then also this segues, let me stop playing. This segues into fall, like perfectly. This is a perfect fall album. What I described as far as the mood goes, this is what fall will begin to become. Moody, leaves falling off the tree, temperatures changing, although there's global warming, but typically, and even in some northern states, they're already experiencing the moodiness that is fall. Destin, you're a genius. I like that about you. I really do. I admire that. That's all I gotta say. I'm shook. That's all I gotta say. Thank you. Thank you for listening to what I had to put forth as far as musical intellect goes, because that is exactly what you did. And so I'm thanking him or thanking Destin, and I'm thanking you all for listening to me, because I know that this will make it to Destin's ears or their screen as it did yours. So with that, I have nothing else. TTYL. Thanks for listening to me. Thank you for chilling with me. Have a happy Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day of the week. Have a happy one and have a great rest of your day and or whatever you're watching this. See how the sun is shining? I hope the sun is shining on you in likeness and fashion, okay?